Welcome to the Human Centered Design UAE Meetup. My name is Jonathan Steingesser. I'm Innovation Services Lead at the Early Childhood Authority, running the team with my partner in crime, Chris Clark. Thank you, Chris, one of our co-organizers. Huge thank you to our partners, not just our sponsors, aspexx, Peter and Jack. Unfortunately, Peter is living the high life in Amsterdam, having a very good time, probably better than all of us in this room. We miss you, Pete. Jack's here. Thank you, Jack. None of this would be possible. About 2.5 years ago, we started partnering up with Peter and Jack, and they've really taken us to the next level. So round of applause. Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Jack. And the whole team, of course, at aspexx. It's not just the two-man show. They've grown. They've got something really exciting to tell you about, and I'm going to share the news. A little while ago, they launched a new service called aspexx Squads. And that's augmenting onshore, offshore design teams. It's not just about finding you that one person. It's about strategy. It's about looking at what do you really need. It doesn't necessarily just start and begin with a designer. It could be more than that. And it could be a strategist, could be a developer, could be a content designer, whatever you fancy. So check it out, aspexx. Massive thank you for the partnership. It's grown, and it's you've really helped us to create a great presence here in the UAE. It's not our first rodeo. I'm going to share with you shortly. It's a very exciting night. 12 years for Human Centered Design UAE Meetup last month. We've got 48 videos up on YouTube, so check them out. And a little while ago was my birthday. I got a really great birthday present, which was some microphones. So our first ever talk, it's not on here, but was Jana, who's in the room. Hi, Jana. And Chris's. We've got much better quality for the sound, and we're using that tonight, so hopefully our videos will get better. So if you can't make it, or it's your first time, you want to see what's happened in the past, since the pandemic, we basically started recording. We're on the socials, so I do say this often, if you're looking for work, even if you're not looking for work, write an article, write about tonight, share it on LinkedIn, on Instagram, aspexx, HCD UAE, we're on there. Those are our tags. It's a really great way to join the conversation. We've also recently, thank you, Chris Clark, very much, one of our co-organizers, launched a website. It's a very lean MVP website, hcd.ae, the shortest website I've ever had. It's nice. Fortunately, I can't use it in my email, but I could if I wanted. And it's very bare bones at the moment, but we'd love to hear from you if you want to know a little bit more about what you want out of a website. What does the community need? We're definitely looking to grow it and for it to be a place. None of this would be possible without our core organizers. Unfortunately, a lot of them are traveling, working in the region, etc. Can't be here tonight, but myself, Natalie, Leopold, Nada, and Chris, our cameraman tonight. Thank you, Chris. And I just want to wind back. We don't do this often, but like I said, last month was our 12-year anniversary. I was just saying to someone speaking earlier, it's 12 years is nothing in most of the world, but in this country, it's like we're talking 100 or 200 years, right? In Europe or elsewhere. We've stuck it out. Our first ever meetup was just myself, my boss, and a colleague. 9 people registered, 3 showed up in Abu Dhabi. It was initially UX Abu Dhabi, and then I saw it wasn't a lot happening at the time and made it UX UAE, and we spoke about mobile, and mobile first. It was a book review, a book club at the time. And today we've grown, as you can see, over the last 12 years to, we've got over 5,000 members now. And it's still a mystery how many people turn up versus how many people RSVP. And one thing I did want to highlight from some of the past years, it's become a community, even a bit of golf there with Jack. Thank you, Jack, for the golf tips. We had a really great meetup at Expo, which was one of the highlights of many, organized with Paul Gascoigne, if any of you know him, former England, all-star. Bit of a joke for those who got it. Gareth is all the way in Korea. Is going to be here next week. And it was a co-organized event, and we had probably one of the biggest events we had. There were so many people who attended that one. And we ran quite a few panels, really great. And we're always looking for other things and opportunities. Over the years, there have been 94 events, and unofficially, because it's a community and we don't necessarily look at every single person who's been there. Registered, we've had almost 9,000 people register, maybe half or less than that actually turned up, who knows. And we've ran 2 conferences. We're actually also organizing early next year another conference in partnership with DDX. And if you're wondering what's next, it's something I've wanted to do for a long time that I'm really passionate about. And I feel the bar needs to be raised. So I want to do a really quick survey. Out of everyone here, honestly, don't give me the Dubai, yes, I do it all. But honestly, how many people in their teams are running design critiques? If you're a designer. Do you know what a design critique is? It's when you have a team of designers getting together and critiquing the design. It's not a show and tell. It's about asking very simple questions around, does this pattern exist? Have you done any research? Why have you done it this way? And a designer presenting their design. It's part of the hypothesis. So there was only maybe like 2 or 3 hands up. So it's a two-way, okay, 4 hands up. There's 2 parts to this. So after summer, we're going to have a break for summer. We're going to introduce something new, very exciting, which are HCD portfolio critique nights. So we're going to ask you, and it is a challenge we've seen and we want to help the community with, to improve your portfolio. So on the one hand, it's looking at portfolios. Now, we're not saying or guaranteeing if you go to this, your portfolio will be perfect, you'll get a job, right? But what we are saying is that we want to bring in a panel of experts in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. These events will be both Abu Dhabi and Dubai. And look at visual design and interaction design. That'll be one night. And then look at a very different portfolio. Not the same thing, not the same people judging it. Around service design, design research, content design, organization, system design, whatever other design you want to add. So that's to come after summer. Really exciting. Who's excited about that? Awesome. So if you're interested, reach out. There will be some more information on LinkedIn, and we'll get that out. That's probably going to be like late September in Dubai, and we'll follow through in Abu Dhabi and also in Dubai. So without further ado, we've got some really exciting speakers tonight. Both of them have been regulars at the meetup, which is great. It's not just someone who's coming in, wants to do a talk, and you never see them again. And it was when I met them at the meetup and the questions they asked and the conversations they had that I was like, I really want to talk about this. And both of them are super humble and have been open to looking at how we can really customize it and meet the audience's needs. So Jumana, I have met through Chris. They're ex-colleagues at Accenture. And she's got a huge amount of experience working on the consultancy side, bringing design to many different organizations. And I was really interested in asking her about the local experience. What does that look like in the region? It's often something that we sometimes gloss over or that we miss or that we don't have enough time to do. And I'm really excited and looking forward to this talk. So without hogging the mic any longer, I want to invite Jumana. Welcome, Jumana.